America has said, quote, help is on the way and they're going to bomb Iran. It gets worse. Trump said, quote, Iranian patriots take over your institutions. In other words, overthrow the government. As well as that, yesterday, for the first time in months, the US issued a warning to their citizens that are living in Iran right now. Specifically, the US said, quote, US citizens should leave Iran now. In fact, the last time the US did this and issued this warning to US citizens in Iran was just weeks before the US bombed Iran back in June. And that means it's likely it could happen again because the US has just done it. But the US is really focusing on Iran right now. There's more threats going towards Iran this week than there was when the US bombed Iran back in June. And this is obviously all in response to the huge anti-government riots and protests that are taking place all across Iran. I mean, the Iranian government is literally killing thousands of protesters. There's a lot of reports from that from both sides of the political spectrum. And Trump today said, quote, I have cancelled all meetings with Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters stops. Now, I'm going to be honest, things are escalating between the US, Israel and Iran like we've never really seen before. More, like I said, than back in June when the US bombed them. Truthfully, I think it's going to be just days until the US bombs Iran. I actually think that's going to happen, and I think they're going to try and overthrow the Iranian government. Now, I will say, currently there's no US warships near Iran, so it's likely the US could try and wait for them to arrive first. I'm going to make another video on that later. But there's nothing stopping submarines from bombing Iran. Obviously, though, if the US does bomb Iran, you'll be glad you followed me to be the first one to know about it.